watching Brittney and Dorrie. You're watching Brittney and Dorrie.
Okay.
Oh, let's change that to this.
Okay.
Okay.
I can get that.
Okay. Let's change that to this.
I'm not. Yeah.
Okay.
You're watching Brittney and Dorrie. You're watching Brittney and Dorrie.
Yeah. Like, okay. Whatever.
Anyway, so what up, world?
What does that handshake mean to you when you do it?
I mean, it's just something that we've been doing forever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, literally, before we were married, when we was just dating.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What even made us come up with that?
I don't remember now.
I don't either. But we literally have had a handshake forever.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
But I don't know what made us. I think it was like, maybe you, I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe we just said, like, let's make a handshake. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows with us?
Yeah,
especially
who
back
knows?
then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of stuck around over time. Like,
We don't do it as often as we used to.
Yeah.
But we still do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
All right, so what up, world?
What's up, you guys?
It's your girl, Brittany.
and Dorrie.
And we are
Brittney and Dorrie.
So, you already know what time it is. It is Wind Down Wednesdays.
That's what we calling it.
What you gonna call it Wednesdays?
I'm like, who has wine?
We never had wine, really. It was, somebody gave me a good one. And I was like, I think this the one. And I forgot.
All right, well, what's up Wednesdays, you guys?
What's up Wednesdays already? So you already know we have already picked out our the and questions. Dorrie has 2 questions. I have 2 questions. And are we going to do it to where only you answer?
I like it that way.
I like it that way too. Because I think it's questions we are picking out that we want to know from your perspective.
And if you feel like you want to ask me the same question, feel free.
Okay.
You know, but yeah.
All right.
Do our 2.
All right, so you want to go first today?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Ladies first.
Okay. Let's start with this one. If you had to write a rule book for our relationship, what would be the number 1 rule?
Ooh.
Just think for our relationship, like what would be the number 1 rule?
I think the number 1 rule, if I had to write it, even though I don't always abide by it, you have to do the eye roll?
Yeah, because I want to know. I want to know if it's what's stuck in my head.
I think, do you want me to tell you what's stuck in your head or what I think the number 1 rule is?
I want you to tell me what your number 1 rule is.
I think the number 1 rule for us that I would pick would always be like, respect.
That's what yours would be?
I think that's what it would be because I know that's what I know I'm supposed to say.
That's what I would say?
Yeah.
No.
It's not?
Mm-mm.
Okay, then if that's the case, throw that out there. Hold on. If that's the case, let me throw that out. I'm going to answer.
That's your problem. You always worried about what I'm going to think. I want to know what you think.
Okay, so if I had to say, like, the number 1 rule is, like, it's like, to the end of time for us. Like, the number 1 rule is, it's not necessarily, like, don't go to bed mad at each other, but at the end of the day, come rain, sleet or snow, morning or night, whatever season it is, to me, I think my number 1 rule would be, like, it's always us. Like, whether we can stand each other or not, whether I'm in your good graces, it's still going to always be us. Like, so I would just say, like, number 1 rule is just, it's us, loyalty. Like, I don't care what's going on. I don't care. Again, it's just us.
Okay.
So it's one of those things. Like, again,
what is your number 1 rule?
My number 1 rule. My number 1 rule
Your
would
number
be
1 rule would be what?
Through thick and thin, it's us.
That is not a rule.
How is it not a rule?
Oh my goodness, that is not a rule.
How is it not?
That is not.
Okay, so the number 1. Okay, my number 1 rule. My number 1 rule would be always remain loyal.
Okay.
Is that a rule?
That is a rule.
Okay.
Yes.
So, like, again, no matter where we're at in life, if we're going to do this for a lifetime, we are going to have down moments, down weeks, down months, hopefully never a down year, but just in general, we're going to have down times. And I just don't ever want the loyalty that we hang our hats on so strongly right now. I don't want that ever to fade or change just because life isn't going good for us. Because even though life has been good to us up until this point, I feel like the test of any real marriage is what gets them through. If you look at your grandparents, you look at my parents, like they've all been tested and they come out on top, and that loyalty is still there. So that is my number one rule.
Okay,
what's your rule?
To choose your spouse first.
Okay.
That's my rule. Just with anything that is.
So it's kind of aligns with mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number one rule would be choose your spouse first.
Okay. All right. Good question. Cute question. It's my turn.
Oh, okay.
Okay. My first question to you, Noe. What's the difference between my character and my personality?
Okay, I would say your personality is fun, funny, like, your personality, you just like to joke and have fun, but I feel like, honestly, like, your character, you're just really like like, to yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you don't really want to be bothered with people. You're quiet when, like, a lot of times, but, like, your personality is big. So sometimes, like, I feel like that's the difference. Like, honestly, I think your character is just, like, you just, to yourself. I don't want to even say yourself. You just kind of like don't want to be bothered with anybody. But then your personality is, like, when you're around everybody, you're just like, it's so big and, but I feel like that goes more into just you feeling as if you have to make people, like when people are around you, you want people to feel good because of everything else that they could possibly go on in their lives. You want them to feel great. So maybe that is, really that's not, it's who you are, but it's not who you are. It's so weird. It's like, it's who you are, but it's not who you are. You know what I mean? Because you always say, like, when you come home, you like to wind down. You know what I mean? You don't like to talk much. You don't really like to chill. You might just like, you just kind of like to be to yourself. Really don't even want people coming over. Like, but when people do come around, it's like you give them like the best like energy and love and like this just big personality. So it's just like, it's so, I don't know. Like, I guess maybe that's why you always say, like, when you're at home, you're wind down, because when you are around a lot of other people, you're giving so much. You know what I mean? And I be like, give that much at home too sometimes.
Do I not?
You do.
I get on your nerves sometimes, I think.
You do. You want to, but you have your days though.
Yeah.
So most of the time we just be chilling, just like, like being married and but I just feel like, we want to joke and be playful and stuff like that. But sometimes, like, yesterday was like kind of like wind down yesterday. Like, we barely, like, we had dinner, you did whatever you was doing, I was just doing what I was doing, and then we just got in bed. Like, it wasn't much conversation, it wasn't much of anything. We was just one of them days. And sometimes I feel like I gotta give that to you.
Yeah. Because
I feel like you're always giving off so much. When you get home, it's like, sometimes it's like for you to just, like, calm it. Did I answer it, though? Yeah. What would you call that, Carol? What would you call it?
Reserved.
You're reserved.
I would say.
Okay. Your character's really reserved, but your personality is really, like, outgoing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Would you say I'm the same? What's that about me? What's that about me?
I can answer the question for you if you would like to know.
Yeah.
I think your personality, like, I always say this, your personality is really like girl next door. That's what you give off to people. I think that's why people genuinely fall in love with you.
Because I have a brilliant personality.
But I think your personality is kind of like, you're very funny. I always tell people, I think before my family got to know you and just kind of my friends got to know you, I always used to tell them, like, I know y'all can't see it, but she's so funny. Like,
wait, who said they couldn't see it?
No, I didn't. I didn't say that they couldn't see it, but you know, when you try to explain, like describe the person you're talking to people, I'd be like, I tell people all the time, you're the funniest person I know. And I know a lot of people. But you are the funniest person I know.
I am funny. I would even say I'm funny.
You are.
I really am.
But you can't come up with a joke on the spot.
No, because
you're not Johnny on the spot.
No, it's real. It's like in me. So no, I'm not funny on the spot.
You're not. However, you're funny. You're just kind of witty.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things, like, a lot of people, until they actually have conversations with you or get to know you, they don't realize that. A lot of people probably think you're just a pretty face. And I tell people that's only a fourth of the package.
And quiet.
Yeah, a lot of people think you're quiet. And I'm just like, this child can talk. This child definitely is funny.
I don't have anything to talk about. Like, I just feel like, I feel like one of those things, like, I don't like to force conversation.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if we want to have a conversation, let's have a conversation. But I don't want to force conversation.
Yeah. So definitely your personality, I think it's kind of like a quiet funny. Because still, if you get around people you don't know, I don't meet a stranger. I'm going to go and kind of talk to people. It don't matter your race, your gender. I'm going to cut up with anybody.
I think that's why you kind of sort of like when we go to Oklahoma City. I feel like you get to really see me.
Yeah.
Even with my friends, I feel like you get to really see me.
Yeah, but you definitely kind of, sometimes you can be a different person that I don't really care for. I'd be like,
who is she?
Who are you?
Your family will bring out the worst in
Every
you.
time we go to Oklahoma, Dorrie going off on somebody in her family. And I'll be like, stop talking to them like that. Stop doing them like that. The way you do me sometimes, I'll be like, stop doing that. Like,
that's because I'm the baby. So
it is because you're the baby, but you be on 10 sometimes when we go to
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
I've done better though. Yes.
We'll see when we go in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Also, so that is your personality, but I would say your character, like at the end of the day, like you're loyal. So if you meet people and they're good to you, your character, like you are a loyal person, like through and through.
Yeah.
Like that's just who you are. So I would say your personality is quiet, funny. Your character, you're very, very loyal to just people in general. And if you don't like somebody, you gonna know. You gonna know. You gonna know. I don't fool with you. Yeah, and it's not like you're gonna be mean. She just not gonna talk to you. Yeah. I just be like, okay.
Yeah. Or if I just like annoyed with people or kind of gotta like feel a type of way, I'm just kind of just gonna be. I don't know. Like I just kind of just like you know how I am. I can't fake the funk. I always say that. I can't fake the funk. So.
Right.
You will know. All right. What's the most uncomfortable situation my family put you through, and what did you learn from it?
Oh.
Ooh. I don't know. Have they ever put you in an uncomfortable situation?
Are you serious?
Well, I'm just... okay.
What? Do I have enough time? What time is it? I don't know.
What time is it?
I don't have much time.
Well, what's one thing that stands out the most to you?
I would think what stands out the most, hands down in my brain, is just kind of how like the engagement was handled. Like it was uncomfortable to even know like how it was even playing out after the fact. So just real, I'm gonna keep this real short and cute because I actually do fool with my sister-in-laws now. So with that being said, when it came down to me proposing to Dorrie, I obviously reached out to Dorrie's sister. One basically was like, I don't know if this is a good idea. The other one's basically like, it's too soon. Pretty much.
No, I think that same one said that. I don't think that you reached out to the other one.
No, okay, because she was supposed to handle
she was
reaching out to the family.
And I don't think she did until last minute. So I want you to make it very clear.
I didn't know that, though.
Yeah, I don't think that she did until, which I mean, it's such a long time ago.
Yeah, it's such a long time ago. Anyway, long story short, one of the sisters basically did not tell the family about the engagement for whatever reason. She wasn't going to come. Wasn't going to, to make herself available. And then after the fact, Jasmine, Dorrie's best friend, was on FaceTime with one of the sisters while it was happening. And I just felt like it was just no real urgency to be there, even though in my opinion, they could have. Like, you can show up for your sister whether you agree or not. And I just felt like it was uncomfortable because after the fact, that same person who was on FaceTime pretty much said, like, I was trying to divide their family. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking, I'm trying to propose to your sister. How could I be trying to divide your family when I have reached out to you for you to make yourself available to come? And anybody who's ever planned a proposal, especially the location that I wanted to get for us, which was of significance, I could only do it on a certain date. And I was trying to do it 2 years to the date of when we actually were there. Mm-hmm. So it made a difference to me to keep this date, move forward with it, whether they were going to be there or not. And I just think the drama that ensued afterwards mm-hmm. at the time was just uncomfortable. Like I said, I did not want to fool with your family on any level mm-hmm. because I felt like it was fake and it was fraud for them to try to make it seem like I wanted to take you away from them or start drama, when if I extend the invitation to you, then I feel like you should be there. We have 3 minutes.
Okay. Well, let me say this, baby, really quick though, before you say what you learned. I think that with this situation, because I feel like we've had conversations about it before. Mm-hmm. And I know your heart, and I know like the place that you come from, and I obviously I know them, and I just know I think what happened is that you felt as if the one that you went to was like the person in the middle in a way, kind of was like the easier one you thought to go to, mm-hmm. I would say probably
But this is what I will say. I had help with Jasmine.
Well, yeah. So, listen, though. Let me just say this. I think the one that you went to, you thought, okay, I could probably go to her because I kind of have had conversations or talked to her a little mm-hmm. bit. Like you and the other one probably didn't say much to each other. Obviously, there was issues there. So I think that instead of you going to each and every single one, because you probably felt like you couldn't go to each and every single one of them.
Well, I was told from your best friend that if I say something to so-and-so, they're going to tell you and ruin the surprise. So you have to understand
I understand.
The dynamic.
I understand that.
It's like even if I had went to your mama.
I understand, I understand that, but I understand why, you probably went the way you went. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that is the reason why, not saying it would have changed anything either way, but it could be possibly the reason why things have got, what got out of control with that situation, you know what I mean? Instead of you probably, going to this person or going to that person, and you know what I'm saying, maybe it would have been not really much of a different outcome, but maybe things would have been different. I know you probably tried to use Jasmine, but that probably wasn't even the best thing to do, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It probably should have just been you and them. So I'm not saying obviously it would have been any different, you know what I mean? I'm just saying with that situation, it's possibly maybe, my mom obviously felt as if you should have told her.
Yeah, but you also have to understand nothing can be told to your mom without it being told to you.
I understand that.
If it's a surprise,
but I think that she probably wouldn't have said so. I don't know. At the end of the day, what I will say is they had enough time to be there. Yeah, this is what I will say. I agree. Last minute or not, I would get on the highway. You didn't tell me what did you learn from it though?
I think honestly, what I just learned in general is just, I don't know. I won't necessarily say that I won't, ever trust, fully be trusting. But one of the things that you've always said that stuck with me is when it comes to your family, you made it abundantly clear, you don't really necessarily pretty much I don't have to be cool with them. Mm-hmm. You kind of say it in your own little way, because you remember how you used to feel like don't try with them.
You used to try hard with them.
Yeah, I really used to try to just prove to them listen, I understand this isn't the lifestyle you thought your sister would have. However, I don't want anything from your sister except love. So, and I'm going to give that in return, respect her, provide for her. So I think early on, when we would go around them, I would.
Yeah, you'll be on like 10.
For real,
like,
try. And I think that's just like my personality. Like,
yeah.
It's like I would overcompensate or try to overcompensate. Now, I mean, you just kind of like.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
You pretty much, I would tell you, like, you don't have to try with them. Like, you don't have to. They're not the ones. Like, I understand you want that relationship because that's a dynamic that you grew up and you saw. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I get that. I would want the same thing as well. But if people are not giving you what you're giving them, like, there's no need to keep trying because they're not deserving. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's how I felt, and I felt like when it came to that situation, it will make you sad in a way. You know what I mean? Like, your feelings would get hurt. Like, you would, like, it bothered you. You know what I mean? So that bothered me that it bothered you. Like, I didn't like that.
And I think what bothered me is that they never gave me a chance.
Yeah, that's what you always say. They never gave me a chance
how
to
you
actually
gonna
know me. Instead of knowing me as the one with your sister, know me for, like, you know, get to know me for me. And I think that's what you wanted. But obviously not everybody is the same way. So I get it, but like, I always would tell you, like, you don't have to try with them. Stop trying with them. I would get mad at you. Like, stop trying with them because, you know, like, no, like, when they see you, they'll see you. You know what I mean? When the time is right. And I feel like right now they are getting to know you, and they have come to, you know, terms with the fact that we're together. You know what I mean? So it's just like, now it's just up to you guys to build whatever relationship you guys decide to have. Mm-hmm. So this right here is it. Like, this is the final. This is my soulmate. This is the person I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. So at the end of the day, like, it's final. It's done. You know what I mean? So it's just like, now it's up to them to just really get to know who you are. Get to know us as who we are too as well. Right. You know? So that's why it was important for my family to come here for Christmas, or, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Regardless of however people are or what they think or just in general, like, I want y'all to still see me living, because I am. I'm living real good. But, you know, it is, you know, so we getting there. Yeah. Definitely getting there.
Yeah. So I definitely just feel like I've learned to, like you said, just let them see me whenever they see me. Yeah. And whatever relationship comes from that comes. And you see it now, like, I'm cool with your sisters. Yeah. I mean, I'm probably not going to ever tell them a secret because nobody in her family can hold water. And I mean, no one.
But me?
No.
Kinda.
I have to literally threaten you and be like, I'm not telling you unless you put it on our life.
I can't hold water, though. I keep certain people's secrets.
Okay.
Yes, like, there's certain things that I feel like there's certain things that my sisters can tell me that I would never tell a soul. There's certain things my best friend would tell me that I would never tell a soul. There's something you would tell me that I would never tell a soul. Mm-hmm. Like, I have secrets, but sometimes when they just not really that deep, and I be like, I gotta tell somebody, it's mostly you. Right. Like, you are the person I tell everything to.
I know, but I just think it's funny whenever you do talk to your sisters, how much tea they tell you. It's just like, no one in the family can hold water. They be like, don't tell your mama I told you this.
No, because I didn't tell my mom a secret today.
What?
She told me.
What?
I didn't tell you.
What you told me earlier?
No.
Okay, well, once this go off, you better tell me.
Oh, see?
I be wanting to know the tea, even though.
She do. I always be like, it's drama. Y'all be drama. But then want another tea.
And
then whenever she had it with the tea or had it with the drama, and then she talking about me. I'm like, and I be thinking to myself, I ain't gonna tell her nothing else.
And then guess what she do next week?
And then she be wanting to know. I be so mad at myself. Like, I'm done telling her stuff. I ain't gonna tell her nothing else.
You can't help yourself.
Whatever you want.
All right, let's finish this out with my last question for you.
Okay.
All right. What do you think I'm hesitant to talk to you about?
Stop what you're doing, hit the subscribe button. And if you've been subscribed, then you've been riding with us. Ain't nobody gonna hold you down like I do.
Stay true to you like I do.
Spoil you like I do.
Adore you like I do.
Clean for you like I do.
Cook for you like I do.
Ride it down